I mean, this type of violence in the middle of the day, 11 o'clock in the afternoon, 11:40 in the afternoon, is just unacceptable in any neighborhood.
A string of shootings involving teenagers across D.C. Coming up on D.C. News Now at 5, what advocates are saying tonight. Back on the rise, how gas prices are creeping back up, and what you need to know before you head to the pump. Home sweet home. Members from Virginia's Task Force 1 have returned home.
And we've had some glorious weather today. Absolutely stunning stuff out there. Yeah, it was a little chilly this morning, but I tell you what, look at this. A lot of sunshine, and you can see quite nicely a couple of clouds out there, but overall, a pretty nice day. We'll talk more in depth about tomorrow's forecast and beyond with my full 7-day coming up.
3 shootings in D.C. today following a violent weekend. Thank you for joining us for D.C. News Now at 5. I'm Mark Hall. Since 11 a.m., there have been multiple shootings in a district with 2 juveniles shot. Now, this follows at least 3 other shootings on Sunday alone. D.C. News Now's Annalisa Gale is sitting down with community leaders who are now calling for changes. Annalisa, what are they saying tonight?
Well, Mark, community leaders are definitely frustrated as they continue to try to brainstorm ways to tackle crime in the city. This is the site of one of the latest shootings this morning here on Columbia Road in the Columbia Heights area, where at least a man and a juvenile were shot.
I mean, this type of violence in the middle of the day, 11 o'clock in the afternoon, 11:40 in the afternoon, is just unacceptable.
It was a busy Monday morning for D.C. police. They responded to 3 shootings in less than an hour.
Too many guns, too many bullets. I mean, we're looking at, numerous shell casings laying on the scene.
The first was on Otis Place Northwest, where a juvenile was shot, and then on Columbia Road Northwest, where a juvenile and a man were shot, and a stolen car was found.
The Metropolitan Police Department is doing everything it can to take guns and illegal guns off the street, but it just seems like every time we turn around, one of these weapons is turning up on one of these scenes.
Monday's shootings came after a triple shooting in the Shaw neighborhood at 7th and O Streets, and after 3 teenage boys were shot in separate shootings in parts of Southeast, including at 15th and Massachusetts Avenue, not far from Advisory Neighborhood Commissioner Denise Krepp's home.
And I was pissed. The shootings are happening in a neighborhood in front of people's houses.
She's calling for changes on the council's Committee of the Judiciary and Public Safety and more consequences for those who commit violent crimes.
I would shake up the Judiciary Committee. I would take Charles Allen off the Judiciary. And then I would put new people on the Judiciary Committee as far as the D.C. Council. If I was Congress, I would start holding oversight hearings.
We reached out to the chair of the committee. So far, we have not received a response. And Mark, in all of the cases in the last 48 hours, all the victims were said to be conscious and breathing, according to police. Now, we do know that the mayor is currently in Amsterdam this week participating in the 2022 City Lab Summit, where she's meeting with other world leaders as they discuss issues facing major cities across the world. Live on Columbia Road tonight, Annalisa Gale, DC News Now.
Annalisa, thank you. Well, new tonight, a Germantown man has been charged with attempted murder of a teenager. The suspect, 29-year-old Damian Fisher, has been connected to several crimes in Montgomery County, Maryland. Fisher's latest crime, he allegedly shot a teenager near the Cider Hills apartments in Montgomery Village. Fisher is also connected to a carjacking and kidnapping incident. He's being held without bond. Well, let's check in with meteorologist Scott Sumner. And Scott, certainly a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Will it continue?
Yes, it will. A simple answer there, Mark, for you. And it will continue not just tomorrow, but even into Wednesday as well. Although there was a bit of a chill this morning. You woke up to 32 degrees at Woodstock, 33 at Kaiser, 37 at Winchester and Leesburg. Yeah, bundled up. I hope you were. 44 at D.C. and Annapolis. We're not going to see, I don't think, that great a temperature contrast tonight. I think it'll still be chilly out there. We'll still see some 30s out there, but I don't think we're going to be dipping down to that freezing mark tonight. Temperatures right now are into the 60s, Manassas, Leesburg, and Both of those places in the upper 60s. D.C. at 69, Waldorf at 70, and you're joined at 70 degrees with Westminster. Kaiser 66, Woodstock 69, Culpeper coming in at 69 degrees as well. So why are we having this absolutely glorious weather? Well, we can say thank you to this big blue H down to the south of our area. Low pressure to the north, that has given parts of New England some showers today, and that trend will continue into the evening. We won't have to worry about that front that's off to the north. We just have to concern ourselves with the beautiful weather that we're going to deal with over the next 24 to 48 hours. And there's no concern there because it is just pleasant and comfortable. There's that high continuing to slide towards Richmond as we speak. So overall, things are looking pretty good. Now, today's setup again, high pressure off to the west of our region, showers off to the north. We'll now focus in on Tuesday. High pressure pretty much on top of us. It's going to be really another gorgeous day with lots of sunshine out there. But you do note here, your eyes are also probably looking at this wet weather that's up towards Chicago, a front up towards Minneapolis. That is our next weather maker that's going to arrive here late Wednesday night, technically Thursday, and be with us on Thursday with some rain and maybe a possibility of a thunderstorm or two. Jet stream here, as I show quite often. This is kind of the transition time of year where we see that, obviously, that nice weather and hot weather that we get during the summer months transition into the deep chill during the winter. And so the jet stream is pretty much locked in with a little bit of a flow coming in from west to east, and overall not too bad. When we get this locked into this type of pattern, we really don't see too many major weather systems focusing in our viewing area, but that could change down the road. We'll watch that closely here in the weather department. Of course, I'll have your full 7-day forecast right around the corner as well.
Scott, thank you. Well, new today, 7 protesters were arrested after they shut down a portion of Interstate 495 earlier today in Montgomery County. They were protesting for climate change, and those arrested were charged with obstruction and failing to obey law enforcement. Gas prices are back on the rise. The average price of gas in the country is $3.91 higher than last month, which is 19 cents higher than last month. And right here in the DMV, Maryland is tied for the state with the largest weekly increase of 24 cents. That's according to AAA. Residents in Virginia and West Virginia and the district have also seen increases in their gas prices. Virginia prices are nearly 18 cents higher than a week ago. West Virginia prices are nearly 10 cents higher than a week ago, and D.C. prices are just over 6 cents higher. Well, Russia unleashed today its largest attack on Ukraine in months, launching missile strikes that have killed at least 11 people. Washington correspondent Jesse Tenor has more on how the rest of the world is responding.
Good evening. President Biden was quick to condemn the attacks, and the criticism continued at the United Nations. Missiles blasted multiple Ukrainian cities during the Monday morning rush hour, killing at least 11 people, injuring dozens more, and setting fires to buildings. President Putin said the strikes were retaliation for the attacks Saturday on a key bridge connecting Russia to Russian-occupied Crimea. Putin called it a Ukrainian terrorist act. But President Biden tweeted Monday's missile attacks demonstrated once again the brutality of Putin's illegal war. President Biden spoke with Ukrainian President Zelensky, who tweeted it was a productive conversation and that air defense is currently the #1 priority. The strikes set off fresh international condemnation of Russia. The United Nations called an emergency meeting Monday. The Ukrainian representative accused Russia of taking out battlefield losses on peaceful civilians.
The entire world has once again seen the true face of the terrorist state that kills our people.
And Zelensky plans to address the G7 countries tomorrow. In Washington, I'm Jesse Tenor.